Hi guys, my name is Fiona.
And my name is Mayumi.
And we're super excited to welcome you to another episode of
Make It, Don't Fake It. So Fiona, last time we were talking about the things that we didn't like very much about the marketing side, how some network marketers use manipulation, certain situations that we actually brought up. This episode, we were going to touch on how we would improve those manipulations, maybe not completely change them, but improve them. Last time, the first point we made was saying from the get-go that you already made it, like acting like after a week you've already become
a millionaire.
Yeah, something like that. So how would you say, because I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but who wants to sign up with me if I haven't already had results and I'm not already, like, how would you approach that?
It's so obvious that after a week in, you haven't made it. And I think this should be so obvious to everybody else. But obviously in social media, as you approach a lot of people that you don't know, these people don't know since when you're doing network marketing, right? So even if for your friends, it's weird that you're showing off a completely different lifestyle after a week, strangers on the internet won't know, which makes it so difficult. But I think in the end, when you're working for yourself, you should always do something you feel comfortable with. Like when you plan on building a business up on your own brand, you should always feel comfortable with doing what you're doing. If you fake a lifestyle and you know deep down in your heart that you're faking it, how are you going to be happy on the long term, right? So I think when I started off, I first of all made all my friends clear, like the people that I know from the internet that were following me already, that I will take them with me on my journey, and whoever feels like they want to join, they can join. I've realized that in the beginning everybody was, okay, let her do her thing, give her a month, and when she's a month in, she will probably realize that she did a mistake. Then this didn't happen, and then I realized how more and more people came up to me and were like, oh, so this thing is actually working, you're happy with what you're doing. And at this time, I wasn't showing off anything except how it made me feel as a person. Because at this point, like at 1 month in, I didn't make any money. Yeah. Like second month in, I didn't make any money. But what changed was how I felt as a person, how I felt like I'm working with having a purpose. You could see on my face when I was talking to the camera how much happier of a person I became. And I just shared all of my journey. I shared the calls that we had with our big leaders. I shared all the mindset stuff. I shared how I personally started getting into my own routines, how I started off building that habits that I didn't have anymore because, I didn't have a job or a boss telling me what to do. So this would be my approach. And then taking the people with you on your honest journey, because these people that then still want to join with you being honest and seeing your journey and your growth, these are the people that I also want to have on my team.
Yeah. And I think also one of the things is also the knowledge that we acquired with the platform, and you're able to be proud of yourself that you kind of understand and things that you didn't think were possible to understand, because when I first started, I thought this is going to be Chinese. So I think that also makes you really proud. And I think I love that about your growth, because that's how I started. If you look back at the beginning of my profile, you'll see me on my table where I eat. So my living room table with a very old laptop, one of those chairs that you can actually fold in. I actually made a reel where I built my new office, and I told everyone I'm going to turn this into a real office, but I'm going to take time and I'm going to use my profits to do that. And so I like showing everyone how I was able to build something that I like myself, and it didn't have to start out all fancy-pantsy. And I think people like that because they could actually see growth,
Yes, I agree with you that some people like it, but I wish more people would not appreciate, maybe this is the wrong word, but more people would feel how we feel, because we are both people that love to see the journey of others. That's how we feel aligned with somebody and their vision. But we talked about it last episode, how most people would rather join with somebody showing off a fancy lifestyle rather than showing off their journey.
My thing is more, I don't like to go backwards. So when I do go forwards, anything that makes me go forward and I will drop back immediately is something I'm not willing to do. And I feel like if you do it by acting like you've made it and all this sort of stuff really fast. The people that sign up with you expect to make something of themselves within a month. They're supposed to be making a lot of money. When they don't, they're either going to think that you lied to them, or which breaks trust, right? And that's our main goal, is that we're trying to say that manipulation breaks trust, or the person feels disappointed with it, whatever it is, but that person will probably 9 out of 10 times not want to continue the journey because they had different expectations going in, and building those wrong expectations, the retention won't be high. Exactly. And I believe that network marketing, if you want to build a good network marketing, has to have a lot of retention. And you can only do that if you do build the right.
If you're honest about your journey, if you show off, you just said it, when you show off in the beginning that you're having a certain lifestyle, and then after a few months in, you don't show off that lifestyle anymore, people are going to question, why is she not showing it off anymore? And it's going to break the trust, just like you said.
Exactly. So you mentioned that not everybody appreciates it, but I think that the people that don't appreciate it, you don't want.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Because it's going to be such a hassle.
But would you say that this is maybe also one of the reasons why we haven't made it that huge in network marketing yet?
Let's bite. Let's bite. Yeah, no, I think if I'm talking out of my personal experience, I can't talk for you. I haven't made it because I haven't put 100% into it. I think if I would have put in 100% into it, but I had my attention split, half on what we actually do with the platform, which has actually generated the most money for me. So my attention has been divided between the platform, what we use the platform for, and making money off of using the education and everything, and the network marketing side. And because the trading side gives me faster results, and I know if I do this, I'm going to get that. It makes it so much easier for me to concentrate on that, which has led me to not focus as much attention on the network marketing side. Though I do think that with the trainings I've had till now, and if I really did take it seriously right now, and I do still do it the way we say that we would like to do it, I don't think I might not go as fast, but I think once I hit whatever I hit, the ranks that I hit and the income that I hit, that it will be a stable.
That will stay.
Yes, exactly. It will be more stable. I'll have more retention, which will make me not have to keep working as hard as I was in the beginning, maybe. But I need to be taking it a lot more seriously.
Okay, because for me, I realized, we were talking about it the last episode, that also we posted some kind of TikToks or reels that now we think like, we didn't really feel 100% comfortable with posting these TikToks. And these TikToks were actually the TikToks that got the most people messaging me, asking about what I do. It got the most likes, it got the most shares. And this is what questioned me, like, why are people falling more for these videos than for inspirational based videos?
The results, in the end of the day, I wonder if the results are any better. I wonder if you might get more attention, but you also got a lot of work that you didn't get paid for.
That's true.
You were answering a lot of messages because you don't have that way of thinking. Once you speak to them, they will notice that you are not 100% behind that TikTok and how you made it. So they're going to feel a switch in your personality. I think it works for people that stand behind it 100%, but I think because we both don't 100% stand behind it, it doesn't work for us. So I do think it works. I've never ever said that the manipulation doesn't work. It works brilliantly. It works excellent, but it's not the way I would want to. It's like the same way that I could make like a lot of money with selling drugs, but would you want to like make a lot of money selling drugs, you know? Like there's a lot of ways you can make a lot of money, but do you want to be like, do you want to put your integrity in front of money? I don't think it doesn't give results. Definitely gives results, but is it going to be something you're going to be happy with afterwards?
And I think the honest way is always the harder way, but like you said, then in the end, when you have the results are going to be more stable. Because the work you put in is honest. And did you want to add something to that?
I wanted to say, if I'm honest 100%, and this might sound completely batshit crazy, but if I succeeded really fast going against everything that I believe in, I think I would have a really hard time enjoying it. And I would also feel as if I have to be guarded constantly, looking out that I don't get caught, you know. I get very nervous whenever it comes to these types of things. And I think if I don't make it, when I'm being very, very honest and the results don't come, I'm also okay with that. I sort of told myself, like, I'm okay with that, but I'm not willing to do certain things just to earn money.
So you say, like, better you don't make it at all than you make it through faking it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's not about the faking it part. It's just about me going against my own morals and values.
But you're faking yourself with that kind of...
Yeah, definitely. But for me, it's just more about my morals, my values. My integrity is pretty high when it comes to just about anything. It's not just this. It comes to other things as well. It's just my personality.
Yeah. I want to add one more thing, because it's not supposed to sound like there is no such thing as fast success. There is. We know people that have made it to a 6-figure income in half a year, 1 year, people that made a good full-time income even after 2 months. So these success stories do exist. I just think it's important to be honest about your journey, because I don't know if we've mentioned it last episode. I, for example, know somebody who's now really successful, and before they became successful, they actually faked a lot of things. They faked that they already have that lifestyle. Now they do have that lifestyle, so now everything is okay. So it kind of brings the question into my mind, does this lifestyle that the person have now only became like that because this person faked it before, you know what I mean? So it's, for me, again, the trust.
Are you sure that the person has that lifestyle now?
Yeah. But it's just, you know, it brings on this doubt. Would this person has been so successful with so many people signing up without having to fake this lifestyle in the beginning? Do you know what I mean? So she made it because she faked it.
I think that a lot of people do make it from faking it. I do think a lot of people have great success from manipulation. And I think because that's a lot of our marketing is based on that around the world. I'm not talking about network marketing. I'm talking about any kind of marketing. It works. It really works. I don't know if it would have worked for her if it was done the other way, because I don't know if it would have aligned with her.
Yeah.
You know, I think if she truly stood behind it, truly acted and believed herself, like, I am actually, you know, some people are like, I'm already there, but I'm not actually there, but I'm going to act like I am, but stand behind it 100%. They'll definitely make it. But
but I want to add something to that. I'm not the biggest fan of manifestation, but since I started my entrepreneurial journey, I understood how important mindset is. There's absolutely nothing wrong with like manifesting the person that you want to be in the future, but there's still a huge difference. For example, if you want to have a huge mansion, there's absolutely nothing wrong with, for example, visiting huge mansions, looking at expensive houses, and also posting on social media, for example, manifesting my dream house or whatever. But there's a huge difference between being honest about that you're manifesting it right now, or that you're going there and pretending you live there. There's a very, very thin line, because I think this is exactly where the assumption of a lot of people comes from when they say in network marketing, you get rich because you kind of steal other people's money. Do you understand what I mean? Or was
how do you steal people's money?
Not steal, but you know, you get people to sign up due to fake reasons that don't exist, you know, like having a fancy lifestyle. And because that works, and a lot of people sign up because they
I wonder, Fiona, if these people that sign people up this way, if they will have long-term success, or if everything will come crash and burn. Because the way I view things always, and I don't think it has to happen immediately. That person doesn't have to crash and fall within a month or two. Yeah. But that crash will probably happen, in my eyes. Unless that person develops themselves properly to handle that money is going to go anyway. So that lifestyle is going to go as well. I've always learned that if you build a crappy foundation, like when you're building a house and the underground is made out of mud and isn't dug up, isn't done correctly, cemented, everything, then the house will probably decay quicker than if you would have done it. It won't, obviously it's not going to crash as soon as you put a foot in the door. But will it give you long-lasting lifetime house? No. It will probably end up having a lot of problems which you have to fix. And that's my thing. If you build a team with the wrong thing, you're probably going to have to fix a lot of things that you did not correctly in the beginning. You're going to have to remake things. Maybe some parts might break down completely. This is what I mean. Like, I don't know if in the long run it's going to pay out for that person.
I get what you mean, and I agree. Like you said, when the person develops on that faking journey until this person made it, then Probably not, because it's just for the people that realize, okay, I signed up when this person actually hasn't made it yet. They are maybe going to leave, or they are going to question things. But at when the point came where this person actually has made it, and from that point on, this person is honest.
I don't know, because a lot of the times when somebody made it that way, what will they teach someone else? To do it exactly the same way.
Yeah.
But some people will not be happy because they will learn which tricks you used on them. So as long as they're customers, it's fine. But as soon as they get into the network marketing side and they see how you think when you market, maybe some naive people might not see it.
Well, people are naive.
But some people that have maybe more life experience will look through that and they won't like it. And purely and just for that, they won't want to continue with you. Or they will find the first thing that they don't like about what you're doing or something that goes wrong, they will be looking for it. They will be looking for it to see where you F up, you know, so that they can say, aha.
For once, I don't have to beep it.
But, you know, so that's what I mean by later on. I get what you mean. Like, they made it so they're not faking it anymore, but because their mindset is still on that way.
But that's why I said, if they grew along their journey.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But then I guess we all learn, so that's fine. As long as that person learns, also doesn't try to teach that to other people the way they came to success. But what I do see a lot is the people that do it that way, they teach that way. And the thing is that when you teach that way, your network marketers aren't gonna do well, or because some of them won't feel aligned with it. It won't feel morally right to them, just like for us. Some might not like you after that, which will make them more critical to the products, to the services, to you, to the team, whilst nothing else is wrong. But because you've broken that trust already, they're gonna be looking and sifting through everything to find something.
This is true. I just wanted to head towards this assumption of people that they're saying, you know, you're making your money by faking something. Because this is an assumption I hear a lot. And I think this is why it's so important to, in my eyes, not to fake anything from beginning on. Because if you sign people up based on your honest journey, on your honest results, on your vision, whatever it is, and people feel aligned with that and they join because of that, then these people know what they sign up for. Do you know what I mean?
But I also think some people aren't fair when they say it. I think some people, they heard somebody else say exactly what you just said, and they are like a monkey and they just...
What do you mean?
So if I said to you, yeah, these network marketers, they're just faking the lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. The next person you meet and they talk about network marketing, you're just going to repeat what I said. Without even doing your own background check, without finding out yourself, you're just going to take it from that person and re-say what they said. And you don't actually know, because you're not actually talking about someone, you're talking about a whole industry here. I think those people are ignorant.
I totally agree. I mean, we've talked about that so many times, also in private, but it's also hard for people outside of network marketing to see what's real and what's fake. It's just hard nowadays.
But that's why I don't think you should base your results on someone else. I think you should look at what the person's offering, the products that they're offering, and if you're into it, if you're capable of doing it, if you're able to make something from it.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, but just like putting myself in the position where I haven't been in network marketing yet, I gave it a shot, but I was still skeptical. And I was lucky then I ended up in a company that held what it's promised, you know. But I also wouldn't have been surprised if this wouldn't have been the case. You know, it's just hard nowadays.
I mean, like, this is, for me, this is nitpicking, because on the other side, I feel like toothbrush or toothpaste that says it can do all this magical crap that it can't do, it's exactly the same. How do you know if the product that you're buying does what it says it does? You know, it's a sort of trial and error kind of thing, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean.
Once again,
I feel like I'm a very mean person, but I think it's a little bit bullshit that somebody will say that that is bad, whilst every product that you will buy is marketed better than it actually is. There are barely any products out there that get marketed to look as good as it is. It always made better than it is. When you go to a hotel,
we talked about it.
They take pictures to make the room look bigger than it is, or take certain angles so that you don't see that, let's say, the kitchen and everything's together. When we went to the Airbnb, I really thought everything was supposed to be separate. The pictures looked like it was separate rooms.
Yeah.
You know, so things get marketed differently.
Of course. I'm totally on your page. I just think this is one assumption that wouldn't be out there if people just wouldn't fake it.
I think they still would. I think that assumption,
so?
yeah, I think that assumption would still be there. There are always going to be bad assumptions in every single way. It's like when people say to me, because I'm this race, I get judged a lot. Well, I hate to tell you all, but we get judged
Not trying to be mean.
But I get judged because I was a teenage mum. Someone else gets judged because you're German, you know. It doesn't matter. We all get judged for different reasons, and it's exactly the same with marketing, network marketing, whatever it is. People are going to say stupid shit.
This reminds me of the comment that we got, like one of the comments that we got, where somebody commented and said that we're basically still manipulating others by telling them do it through inspiration instead of manipulation. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm going to steal that from you. But in my eyes, this makes absolutely no sense, because if you don't lie about anything and you just inspire people by being honest, and how far are you manipulating these people? Then basically every single person that's going to a football stadium to watch football is being manipulated. Because why are the people going there? Because it makes them happy, because they want to support their team, because they feel inspired by a certain player, whatever reason it is. Are they also being manipulated?
But this person reacted underneath are real. So I just want to say to the person, you obviously didn't watch the whole video. That was very obvious to me from your comment. I think that's mean of me, because I shouldn't say that, because everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I just think if you want to give an opinion, give an educated opinion. Watch at least the whole video. You actually know what we said. And now you're just taking snippets and making your own conclusion. And this person to me is just ignorant.
Yeah. I just mentioned it because I think this describes perfectly what we just talked about, the first minutes.
That's exactly I mean by an ignorant person.
There are still going to be people that view pure inspiration still as manipulation. I don't agree with that, as long as you don't fake it. But because I think we're talking again already so long of our first point, maybe we should head to our second point. So our second point was
cut.
Okay, hi guys. Awkward with the mic in the hand. After finishing our episode, we realized that we talked for an hour instead of 30 minutes as planned. So we're going to do a little cut right here, and part 2 of the episode is going to come next week. That's all to say. Good night, guys.